Welcome back to Skinny Wednesday. Well, if you've ever ordered a wrap instead of a sandwich, chances are it's because you're kind of looking for a low-carb alternative. Well, diet fads have conditioned us to believe that bread equals bad, and you need to cut out carbs just to lose weight. But check this out. A new study actually shows us the opposite.
Life with no pizza, pasta, or potatoes? For more than 25 years, Americans have had a fear of carbohydrates. And going on a diet meant giving up some of our favorite foods. The editors of Health magazine have a news flash. Breakthrough research shows certain carb-rich foods can make you thin. These carbs have natural ingredients that boost your metabolism and suppress your appetite. In the CarbLover's diet, you'll learn how to eat your carbs and get thinner than you ever imagined.
This is going to be fascinating, so please welcome to the 700 Club the authors of the CarbLover's Diet, Ellen Kunes and Frances Largeman-Roth. Thank you guys so much for being here, Frances, Ellen.
It's so great to be here.
Okay, I just have to jump right in and say carbs are good, right?
Yes. They really are.
Okay, so tell me how. Like, why is all of a sudden this study different from all the other studies that say carbs put extra stuff on our hips?
Well, first of all, it's not just one study. There are more than 200 studies that are telling us that carbs are really good for us. In fact, they're the secret to helping us lose weight and keep it off.
Really? But it has to be kind of maybe like different kind of carb. What are the good carbs or the kind of carbs that we should have?
Okay, that's a great question. We're not talking about sitting down and eating piles of pasta or, you know, a dozen donuts.
Sure.
We're talking about resistant starch carbohydrates. Okay. And you'll find those in our carb stars, which I think we're going to talk more about later. But foods like potatoes and pasta and bananas and oatmeal, so things that are really healthy for you, and they don't increase your blood sugar.
Okay. Well, and also some really great things like potato chips, too. So there's all kinds of amazing, surprising foods that you really can eat and lose weight.
Well, you guys mentioned the carb stars. What are some of the carb stars?
Okay, well, bananas are definitely our #1 carb star with
so that's a good thing?
12.5.
Yeah. Eat one banana and you've got all your resistant starch for a day.
Now, remember, this is a slightly green banana. This is not when you've been
ripe.
Right. We're not talking about brown spots on the bananas that have been sitting out for a week. So 12.5 grams, and as Ellen was saying, that's enough for the whole day. Researchers tell us that you should be getting between 12 and 15 grams of resistant starch a day. Right now, most people are only getting about 4.8 grams.
Oh, wow. Okay, now let's talk about the 5. This question says there are 5 rules to consuming carbs. What are the rules?
Get one of those carb stars at every meal.
Yeah, at every meal. And also, you want to make sure that you have it on a quarter of the plate. Portions are really important. You don't want to overdo the carbs, but you want to make sure that they are on your plate.
Gotcha.
Okay, so you just hit 2 and 3.
Okay.
You just hit numbers 2 and 3.
All right. Oh, good.
And then also, this is a diet about not depriving yourself, because when you deprive yourself, which is what a lot of the low-carb diets do, you end up binging later on.
That's so true.
So it's a vicious cycle. People, people might lose weight, and then they go on vacation, and they go, oh my gosh, I just, now I want to eat everything in sight. So this diet allows you to eat everything. We don't cut any important food groups out of your diet because that's not healthy, and it's sane. It's perfectly sane.
Yeah, and you know what? That's really the reason why we found that that people can't lose weight on low-carb diets, because low-carb diets, we know now that people who eat the fewest carbs gain weight. And people who eat the most carbs are actually the slimmest. And that's a really important thing to know going into this diet, that you're not going to gain weight from eating what we're telling you. You're going to lose it.
Well, I think the key, though, what I'm hearing is it's about a balance. So, like, say you were talking about one of the keys was on a plate, you'd maybe want, a quarter of it on the plate rather than an entire carb-rich meal. Did we hit all the 5 points, by the way?
The last one is to build a carb star pantry, build a smart pantry. So you have to have these things on hand in order to actually eat this way. And, we do have delicious recipes, some of which we'll see right now in the book, but you can also dine out. You can get things on the go that will fit into this diet.
And the other wonderful thing about this diet is that it's really inexpensive. So when we talk about building a power pantry, we're talking about the things that you may already have in your pantry, but none of these things are exotic. You don't have to send from far away to get the real great basics that you're going to have.
Okay, well, let's jump right in.
Okay.
We want to see the food. All right, because I'm all about the food, ladies. Don't even get me started.
Of course.
Okay,
Absolutely.
scones.
Amazing, right?
Yeah.
The idea that you can have scones for breakfast. You can have one of these scones. It's got how much resistant starch?
1.2 grams of resistant starch, 5 grams of fiber.
Fills you up. Okay. You're going to last all the way to lunch with that.
So I look at that and I'm thinking, is it that it's wheat flour rather than white flour? Am I looking at oats? Are these the kind of carbs that you say are the good ones?
We did use wheat pastry flour and as well as oats. And you grind it up, you make a wonderful batter out of that. So this is not, you know, the regular bakery scone. This is our special CarbLover's scone.
Gotcha. Yeah. So the key is you can have what you want. It's just the point of modification. So you don't want to, we always say stay away from the white flour, the white sugar. Is that?
Pretty much. But you know what's amazing about this diet is that it's really about bringing carbs back onto the plate so that you feel full.
Gotcha.
And our dieters, we had tested a lot of people, and what they've told us is that they feel really full on this diet. That's the real secret. Women don't feel deprived, neither do men.
Good. Okay, let's hit the burger. I'm all about the burger and the beans.
Grilled burger, you can make it with lean, sirloin, or bison.
Okay.
With a 3-bean salad. Ton of resistant starch in that, about 2.4 grams, very filling. Okay. And then, yeah, you know, you can even have
potato
chips.
Potato chips. Oh, can I just get right back to the bun, though?
Yeah.
The fact that you can have a bun on this diet. I mean, who wants a hamburger without the bun?
Yeah.
And you can also have steak with potatoes. That's the beauty of this diet, is that you get to really enjoy your food and enjoy what really feels like a normal diet. It's a diet for life.
Well, let's kind of rock it because we only have a couple minutes left.
We've got our
let's
Mediterranean pasta salad. I'm taking fresh lemon juice.
And as you're making that, whenever I think of pasta, I always say, no, don't have pasta, because pasta puts it right on the hips.
Right.
Oh, you know what? Not when you eat it in the right portion size. It's very filling. And in fact, in this case, we have taken whole grain farfalle, and it's cool to room temperature, which doubles the resistant starch.
Okay, now here you guys have mentioned that a couple different times. Resistant starch. What is it resistant to? Resistant to fat?
Digestion. It resists digestion in the small intestine. So that means that it does not make your blood sugar level go like this, which refined carbohydrates can do. And also it has additional benefits like making your body burn more fat.
Interesting.
So it curbs cravings, it ups your metabolism, and there's also evidence that it gives you more energy. It's sort of a really miracle kind of a carbohydrate.
Interesting. So as you were putting that in there, I saw, Frances, that you put artichoke hearts in there.
Yes, which are extremely high in fiber. So again, that's going to help you feel full.
Gotcha. And then the little bow tie things were wheat, correct?
They're whole wheat.
Mozzarella cheese.
And peas, which also have resistant starch in them.
Okay.
But you know, you can also have white flour pasta in this as well, as long as it's cooled.
Okay.
You still get resistant starch. So if you're not a huge fan of whole wheat pasta, this is still going to work for you.
Good to know. And there's the finished product. And of course, we have dessert, because we got to wrap it up, because and I'm all about the dessert. So tell us what this is.
And on a sweet note, so we've taken low-fat Greek yogurt, which is so nice and thick, and we've blended
also high in protein as well.
Exactly, with cocoa, and added a little bit of honey, and served it up with some fresh raspberries. So it's really delicious and very filling.
That sounds delicious. And I'm going to take a bite of that when we go to commercial break, because I don't want the chocolate to be in my teeth, because I know that's probably what's going to happen. Thank you, ladies, so much for being here. This was great information.
Thank you.
Very enlightening, very interesting. Well, listen, if you want recipes on Frances and Ellen's Mediterranean bow tie salad, all you have to do is just log on to our website, that's cbn.com. And don't forget, we also have a free fact sheet for you called The Carb-Loving Cuisine. And once again, the fact sheet, the information, it's all on cbn.com. And don't forget to check out their book. It's right here. It's called The Carb-Lover's Diet. Eat what you love. Get slim for life. Praise God, I'm all about it. And it's available nationwide. So once again, thank you guys so much. I'm going to take a little bit of the pudding, and Pat, I'm going to throw it over to you as I taste the pudding, or mousse.